Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to look at how teachers will be able to log in onto the learning zone as well as set up quizzes for students. Now, the name or the website address is www.cberlearningszone.com. Then it takes you straight into the site. Now, when you get to the front page of the website, at the upper right corner, you could see that there's a login button, which is in red. So you click on the login, then it takes you to the username and password area, whereby you have to log in with your username, including your password as well. Here, when I click, because I already have everything saved, I click on my username and password automatically comes in. So I click on login. Then it takes me straight into the website. Now, when I'm on the website, when you first log in, you see your dashboard. When we say dashboard, that is where courses that you are enrolled under are displayed for you to see. So as you can see, because I'm part of the admin, you could see so many courses, but teachers. Now, when you're logged in, on your dashboard, you see the course that you're entitled to. And then since I am also part of the administration, you could see I have so many courses enrolled under me. Now we are looking at the teacher's course with which you have access to, and then you can do your work there. So I scroll down, come to the MMS teacher's course. I click on it. Now when you get in, you see so far there's nothing displayed on there because nothing has been put on for anyone to use. Now, being a teacher, the first thing you need to do is always try to turn editing on to make your editing accessible so that you can do anything that you want to do on your course. When the editing is being turned on, now you see we have topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4. It's what we said. But you, the teacher, should change it. Now, when you want to change it, when you move your cursor to the topic, you could see right after the topic, on the right side of the topic, a small pencil. You click on the pencil, which makes the topic editable for you to input anything you want to. Here, I put in homework. Then press enter. Now the topic is changed to homework. Now that the topic is being changed to homework, where is the homework? I need to add an activity so that the students can be able to access that activity. Now, when you come to the right side, the lower right side, you can see add an activity or resource. You click on that. When it's being clicked, you see different activity and resources like assignments, attendance, big blue button, and all those others, including even learning games that students can use. But now our main focus in how to set up quizzes for the students. So the activity we are going to use is quiz. So you click on the quiz, then you click add. Then it takes you to the quiz, how you want it done. This is where you can input any restrictions and everything that you want to be applied to the quizzes that the students will be doing. So first of all, the name. Now, mostly the names that we give is the day that the assignment was being set, as well as the date. So if I'm setting an assignment on Wednesday, I'll make this assignment Wednesday as the name. Wednesday, 21st, 1st August 2019. Then description. Description doesn't mean if you want students to know, like just as we put on, you have from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. you can put that on your registration board, but it's not always necessary. The technical team will also work on that. What you need to know most is the grade. How do you want it to be graded? it's always in the grade category, is always uncategorized. But the grade to pass is when you set up your grade. And then the attempts allowed. Always the default is on unlimited, but you, the teacher, should always try to set it as to how you want the students to do it. Normally, we set it at 1. Then we leave the grading method to be the highest grade. Then you scroll down, you come to activity completion. Then activity completion, students can manually mark the activity as completed. You know, most students cannot see that button to mark it. So normally what we do is we set it when conditions are met. So when the student view an activity or when the student receive a grade as well. That is when conditions will be met, or the button will be ticked that the student has attempted the quiz. Then you save and then you display. Now when it's being displayed, now you could see that there's nothing in your quizzes because you have not added any question or anything to it. So you get to an area whereby it tells you to what? Edit quiz. Then you click on the edit quiz. Then when you are in, you could see that nothing has been added. So on the right side of your screen, getting to where the shuffle is, below it you could see add. Now when you click on the add, it gives you 3 options, like a new question from question bank. You know, when we say from question bank, maybe you've already put in questions in your course and you want to get it back, so you can retrieve it from your question bank. And then the random question also talks about you setting up some questions and you want the computer to automatically get some questions from the question bank and put it on for the student. So each and every student will have different questions at a time. Let's say when you are dealing with, let's say, algebraic expression, you have about 10 questions on algebraic expression. The students, each and every one, if you set the random at 5, each and every one will have different out of the 10 questions that you put on your question bank. So that is how the random question works. And then the new question is when you want to add a new question to your quizzes. So we click on the new question. Now it has taken us to different kinds of question types. You know, all these that you see on the left side are question types. We have the multiple choice, we have the true, false, we have the matching, we have short answer, numerical, essay, calculated. When you scroll down, you see so many things like the drag and drop onto image and then the gap fill. But today, our main focus is how to use the gap fill. So when you click on add a new question, you come to the question types, you scroll down and you get to the gap fill. You click on the gap fill, then you click on add. Now that you are in, you're about to add a question to your quiz. So the question should have a name. Normally, the name should be something attributing to the question, so that when you want to get it back from your question banks, it makes it easier for you to see that this is the question I want, this is the question I want. Let's say we are working with nouns, and now I'm setting a question on noun. So what would I do? I type the question name, noun question 1. So the question name is now given. Now you come to the question test. You know, with the question test, we have so many tools in using it. You know, the default is always on paragraph. So this button, that A button, is the paragraph styles. We always choose it to be the heading, the larger part, so that students will see it clearly. So what do we do now? I'm setting up my question about what a noun is. So I type a noun is a name of a person. Animal. space, or a. Now, with this Gapfill, this is how it works. The ones that you want the student to input, you put them in bracket, this bracket. So I would like the student to rather put in a thin or thin. So I'll put the thin in bracket. That is the correct answer. So with this that you are seeing, the thin wouldn't be shown to the students. The students will rather put in that. Now you're done with your question. You scroll down, we have an area we call distractors. Now distractors are very key when you want to use the drag and drop, or you want to use the drop down list in order to confuse the student with the actual answer. So if I want to use the drag and drop, I'll add some other distractors, like maybe names, like name, and all distractors are separated by comma. Name, school, or any other. If I want to use the drag and drop or the drop down list, that is what I will do. So if I want to use the Gapfill, there's no need for the drop down list or the distractors, because students will rather type in the correct answer. Then you scroll down, you come to more options. This is where it matters most. You know, under the more option, you see delimit characters, and the characters are the brace brackets that we use, because we can use different characters. When you click on it, you could see the characters that are available, but we prefer to use the brace bracket. Then we come to the display answers. How do you want your answers to be displayed? In default, it's always on drag drop. So what do we do? Because I want students to type in directly the answer, I click on it. So it has given me 3 options. Which one do I want to use? Do I want to use the drag drop? Now, if I use the drag drop, it means I'll have to click on the answer and drag it into the space provided. And that is when the distractors comes in, because you put on different answers, just to confuse the student. The student will have to drag the correct answer into the space. Now, when you put on the Gapfill is when the student manually type in the correct answer. So if you want student to type in the correct answer, we use the Gapfill. And then the drop down is when you click, just as this happened, when you click on this cursor, you get a drop down of answers. Then the student selects the one he or she wants. So we are using the Gapfill. You click on the Gapfill, means the student will type in the answer manually. Then you come to save changes. Now you see a question has been added. How do I see the question, and how do I see how it's like? I click on the preview button. Now you can see the preview button has displayed how the question looks like. Now this is what will be. So the student will have to type in the correct answer in the space provided. This is how Gapfill works. Thank you.